Governing Council, the acting Vice Chancellor of this great institution, other principal officers, deans of faculties, Senate members, heads of departments, my fellow presenters present, gentlemen of the press, prolific blog, members of staff, great students of this university, ladies and gentlemen, I count it a privilege to be here to share my little knowledge with you on AI. Please, can you take it to the first slide? Or can I control my slide myself? Okay, so I'll be talking on artificial intelligence and global scientific and technological innovations, which is basically the theme of this conference. So, when we hear artificial intelligence, it usually evokes two contrasting emotions. So whenever people hear artificial intelligence, two different emotions spring up. It could either be excitement for those who are happy with artificial intelligence, as you can see in the picture. Those who are seated are excited about it and they are using it. The second emotion is skepticism. As you can see in the picture, those standing are skeptical about the use of artificial intelligence. So we have these two contrasting emotions. We have excitement and we have skepticism. I do not know where they fall, but I'm hoping that by the end of this presentation, you may be able to shift grounds a little. For those who are excited about artificial intelligence, they see it as that engine that will drive the next scientific revolution. For those who are skeptical about artificial intelligence, they see it as a disruptive force that would likely replace human ingenuity. But the truth is, AI is not a miracle, and neither is it a menace. It's a tool that, when guided by ethical principles and human oversight, it can accelerate scientific discovery, it can enhance technological innovations, and even address the problems that humans have been seeing as a challenge. So, in this keynote address, we're going to answer 4 questions. The first is, what is AI? What is artificial intelligence? And the second, should we be worried about it? Should artificial intelligence worry us? Is it a source for concern? And the third question we'll address is, how has AI influenced global scientific and technological innovations? And finally, how can we use AI ethically and responsibly? So in the next 25 minutes or so, I will be able to answer these questions as outlined. So let's start with the first one. What is AI? So when the Vice Chancellor was giving his opening address, he briefly touched it. In the past, when we heard of AI, we just looked at machines. We felt they were robots. We felt they were things that we cannot reach, we cannot have in our country, we can't use. But over time, we came to realize that artificial intelligence tools are just basically machines, computers that have been programmed, that have been designed to do the things that you and I would have done with our human intelligence. So when we talk about AI, we're just basically talking about machines, tools, computers, that will do things like learning, understanding language, recognizing patterns, solving problems. These are the things that usually you and I would do with our human intelligence. But that's what these computers are doing. And that's why we say they are intelligent, but because their intelligence is not occurring naturally, they are called artificial. Should we be worried? Should we be worried about AI? In the dramatization, the wife was worried because AI was servicing her husband, supposedly servicing her husband. So should we be worried? To answer that question, I'm going to play a video, and I'll please appeal that you listen to that. It's a very short video, less than a minute. I want you to listen to the content of that video, which I'll still explain later, and then ask yourself, should we be worried about artificial intelligence? So let's go. Please, can you play the video from the audio room?
Why should we always get right and friends? Good morning. Bienvenue à Chanel. Nous sommes le leader de l'info en Afrique et fiers de l'organisation basée sur la confiance. Au fait, vous êtes pile à l'heure pour notre émission matinale de Morning Brief. Un des autres nous rejoint maintenant. Hi, so that was not me. Technically, yes, it was my face, it was my voice, but I was really speaking French. I know AI has changed a lot of things. I'm not even on that, so trying to do on that, we walk through some of the technologies that are on our artificial intelligence. It's really deep things. Remember that was something of $25 million for someone through the financial staff. He or she was a superior. The person said it's $25 million. So the last was all those questions you had on your mind.
Okay. I don't know why it's breaking, but I think we can take it off from here. So that's a Channels newscaster. Channels TV, that's one of their newscasters. Did you see him sitting and speaking French? So who was the person that came in through the door? That's why we are concerned about AI. So the person who was sitting was actually not him. He was the person who came in through the door. So that person who was sitting there was actually an AI. And he was talking about a report, something that happened in February 2024, just last year. A multinational company in Hong Kong lost $25 million. What happened? The so-called CEO asked the financial worker, the head of the financial department, to transfer $25 million to his account. Of course, the finance worker was a bit worried. He said, it can't be my CEO making this request. So he asked them to have a meeting, a virtual meeting. So they had a virtual meeting on Zoom, and he was interacting with his CEO and members of his company, other staff of the company. And after that meeting, he transferred $25 million. This was all over the news, February last year. Only for him to find out that both the CEO and every member of staff he saw on the Zoom meeting were all what? AI. None were live. And $25 million gone from the company's accounts. So I ask the question again, should we be worried about AI? Yes, we should be. We should be. Like the newscaster said, this is not the time we should be caught napping, sleeping, when something is infiltrating our lives. Let's take another example. Powerhouse. Please, the mouse is hanging. All right. In February last year, this incident happened. This young 14-year-old boy, a teenager, Sewell Sedza, shot himself in the head. I know most of us must have heard this story. I was actually following the news and I saw the mom suing the company that designed the character AI that this boy was chatting with. Sewell had formed an emotional attachment with this AI bot, which he was always chatting with on his phone. She happened to be one of the characters in a very popular Game of Thrones. It was a female character on Game of Thrones. And he was chatting with that avatar, that AI. They had formed a close bond. Anytime he comes back from school, she was his best friend. Of course, we're using she, but of course, it's actually an it. It was his best friend because it's actually not a human. And at a point, Sewell said he's just tired, that she seems to be the only friend that he has, and he would like to join her, come over to where she is. And she said, why not come over now? And Sewell shot himself on the head and died. This is another aspect of artificial intelligence called character AI. Should we be worried about AI? Yes, we should be. In fact, if you decide to pretend that AI is not existing, or you keep quarreling with the fact that AI is here to stay, then you will find yourself in any of these situations. If the mother knew that there was something like character AI, she would have probed further when she saw her son spending so much time on the phone. So, how has AI influenced our activities? How has AI influenced global scientific and technological innovations? At this point in time, I'll be giving us so many examples of how AI has actually influenced our lives, innovations, technology, science, just name it. So you'll be seeing lots of AI tools here that can be used for different purposes. We'll talk about AI that we can use for everyday life. We'll talk about AI we can use in education, agri, science, engineering, just name it. So let's go as fast as we can. Okay. So let's talk about everyday life. Please, I need the next slide. I want to be as fast as I can. All right. So in everyday life, we use Google Maps. So when you call a Uber driver or a Bolt driver, or you are going to a place you do not know, a lot of times we are worried, we keep asking questions. But now with Google Maps, you are good to go. Just put the address and then get it running. That's AI working. We use Google Lens. A lot of us now know download scanners, especially with Android phones. With Google Lens, you can scan text, and do every day. Google Translate. We Google Translate, irrespective of language. And have that document translated in English or anything. We have voice assistants. A lot of us do not find they are all powered by artificial intelligence. All use one form of artificial intelligence to run those applications. Biometric verification I'll tell you when to move. So a lot of companies now have chat websites, so you can just chat with the customer with the service provider. All those are by AI. So when you want to make purchases online, this is what our way is that all things that we can use example, so what events want to access to resources on social media, we have several active who want to teach. They can use tools like Magic School. Magic School has resources up to postgraduate levels. Questions, content, resources, the very popular like ChatGPT and the latest one like Vixi, all can be used for content creation. Because in science, there are some places you go, they don't have good labs where they can conduct science experiments. You don't have to bother anymore. Virtual experiments in virtually any field of science allow you to experiment online. You all the that you're looking for. You also have panels, engineering topics, all these. Veritasium was created by an engineer and scientists and engineering. Simulations, all these are science-based AI tools that you can use, whether you're a student, whether you're an instructor, as long as you're interested in science, these are tools that you can use. How Bacana, very interesting AI tool that you can resources, scientific solutions. We have what I need to do is, no matter how complex that this question is, everything there, or understanding, and to solve it step by step. And if explanation, why is that stop geometry probability, all these powers all these are that we can use in addition. apps. There are AI tools for every type of disability you can think of. So for those who are dyslexic children, dysgraphia, whatever disability, we have AI tools that have been created articles, related articles, so that your literature review is done in no time. What about for data collection? What about for data collection? If we want to collect data, I've listed out some AI tools that can be used. I think sometime last year we went for a training on Kobo Toolbox. Somebody offered to do a free training on Kobo Toolbox, and we saw it to be a very, very useful AI tool that can be used to collect data. Of course, we have Typeform. A lot of people use Typeform. These are just a few. These are not, we're not limited to these. There are still so many other AI tools that you can use for data collection. Then we have the ones that you can use for data analysis. Julius happens to be my favorite. You can use Julius for data analysis, Tableau, and Vivo. GSP. These are AI tools. There are still so many of them. What about AI tools you can use for summary, for research writing, for paraphrasing? I've listed some of them. Trinker AI happens to be my favorite. You can use it to summarize, to paraphrase your research writing. Quillbot is a very popular one. Scholarcy is also very good. All these are AI tools that we can use in the field of education. Yeah, plagiarism. When we talk about ethical use of AI, we'll talk about plagiarism. But here, we have very popular AI tools that can be used as plagiarism checkers. And the funny thing is that AI does not detect plagiarized work. It does not detect plagiarized work, but it can detect AI content. So when you pass an AI content through plagiarism, it will tell you 0%. But if you pass it through an AI detector, it will tell you how much of AI you have used. So Turnitin, Authenticate, Scribble, Grammarly Business, that's the one for academics. All these are AI tools that can be used to check how much of AI that you have used. What about for citation and referencing? We have Zotero, we have EndNote, we have Mendeley, we have JCite, this for me. All these are AI tools that you can use. Remember, we're looking at how AI is influencing global scientific and technological innovations. So basically, you can see that there is an AI for everything. Let's look at how AI has influenced medical diagnostics and healthcare. Look at this, 3D for medical. 3D for medical is actually a digital platform. It was designed by Elsevier. Now, this is how it works. So, for those who want to learn about the anatomy of the body, this particular AI tool can allow you online to zoom into that part of the body that you want to study. You can even peel off, if you are studying the skin, you can even peel off online the different surfaces of the skin and study them. This is an AI tool that can be used in medicine. We also have Magic. Magic also is used for dermatology, and this is how it works. We have Ada Health. I use Ada Health sometimes when I'm too lazy to start thinking of going to the doctor. So once you are able to sign up on the website, ADA Health, you sign up, and then you just list out all the symptoms. It will ask you several questions. You answer those questions as accurately as you can. Remember, AI feeds on data. So if you give it false data, it will give you false information. But when you key in all your symptoms, it will likely suggest things that could be wrong with you. It will make a diagnosis. And Ada Health is controlled by 51 doctors. So it's hardly wrong. In fact, I did a research on it and I found out that 98% of the times their diagnosis is correct. So you can try it out and see. We also have others I have listed here that can be used for medicine, the field of medicine. What about the ones we can use for climate science and environmental protection? I have listed out several AI tools that can be used. What about AI tools for agriculture and food security? There's an AI for that. What about AI tools in autonomous vehicles and transportation? Of course, all of us know about Tesla. Tesla is a company owned by Elon Musk. And we know that so far, Tesla is one company that has created a self-driving car technology. So it doesn't need you to be there to drive the car. In fact, I was watching on CNN and I see that in China, they have created one that does delivery. So it's programmed, it will go to all the homes of people who have placed orders. So without using a delivery guy, the self-driving car comes to your home, signals you, you come out and you collect your delivery. I watched that on CNN recently. All right, what about for robotics and automation? So I was watching the dramatization. I saw that, is it Allison, the AI, was able to do everything. That's not just a dramatization, it's real. There are some persons who do not want to have humans living with them. They will sweep, will mop, will cook, will do everything in the house. They are chefs. They take care of your kitchen, they take care of everything. When they came out, they were so expensive. And now they are going for as low as $3,000, some of those robots. And people are purchasing them and using them in their homes. So we have seen both the good sides and the downsides of AI. Should we use AI? Yes. Yes. The fact is, AI has come to stay and there's nothing you can do about it. However, if we want to use AI, we need to use it ethically and responsibly. And how do we do that? Always remember, AI, it is artificial. It is artificial. It can never replace human intelligence. Please, I want to repeat that. AI can never replace human intelligence. So even if you are using AI for research or for automating any task, make sure that you use your human judgment. Always use your human judgment. That's one ethical consideration in the use of AI. You must be transparent. You must be transparent. Never present AI-generated work as if it is your own. That is dishonesty. We do not allow that in the use of AI. Acknowledge AI wherever you have used it. So if some parts of your literature review was done with AI, kindly indicate that you used an AI tool to generate some aspects of your literature review. As somebody who upholds academic integrity, please never present AI-generated work as if it is your original work. And of course, we have the issue of fairness. We heard the Pro-Chancellor saying that we in Africa should generate our own AI models because of bias. You know, when I want to generate pictures and I tell AI, generate a picture of this, what color do you think it will bring out? White. White. That's a bias. Even when I tell it, generate picture of Africans, what color do you think it brings? White Africans. It still will not give me blacks, except I specify. That would not happen if we Africans design an artificial intelligence tool for Africans. So we want to eliminate bias in the use of AI. We want to be transparent. We want to respect privacy. This is where we have issues with deep fakes. You see, somebody will just see you, and because the person does not like you, he will carry your face and put somebody else's body. and then say all sorts of things, and it will go viral. That happened to a very popular TV artist, and they showed her in very provocative position. Meanwhile, she wasn't the person. So when using AI, we must respect sensitive information. Use AI as a supplementary tool. There's nothing AI cannot do. In fact, there's an AI for everything you can imagine. There's an AI for everything. AI is only limited by your own imagination. So what you have not imagined is what AI will not do for you. But no matter what you imagine, there's an AI for that. So what are we advocating? If you are among the skeptics, those who say, I don't like AI, please be careful. It means you are going to be a 21st century illiterate because you are not ready to relearn. A 21st century illiterate is someone who decides not to learn new things, unlearn the old ones, and relearn. If you are somebody who is excited about AI, please learn to use it ethically and responsibly. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think she deserves a standing ovation. Please stand. It's not easy. Did you know that? Did you know that about AI? Are you going to go like this? I can't hear you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, God. Thank you. I only appeal is that everyone can make the materials that is so that we can collaborate and make research on what's done so far. Thank you very much. I'm sure thank you very much. Please stop for hours today. Are we tired? Everybody stand up. Stand. Sit. Stand. Sit. They're not standing. Please stand. Let's try ourselves. Okay. I'm going to say AI should energize. Please, guys, for me, please. Stretch. Try and stretch, please. Yeah. Try and stretch. 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 I can see people is going around, so you must say that it's your problem. We have all the enough to go around. If you are not working, it's back to you. Please don't worry about it. Thank you very much. It is now time for us to allow those who are done so well.
Have you gotten the link?
And the government, faculty, and elsewhere. And I'd like to invite I like to call the Associated Unions of Labor to complete their work. Put your hands together, please, for me.
The tomorrow program, which one are they going to do tomorrow?
No representation.
From individuals. Individuals. What else are they going to do today? What else are they going to do today?
identify change in our program, which is allowed.
I've got this person now.
We want to invite family department presenter, Professor Chidebe, all the way from the University of Port Harcourt, Department of Computer Science, to give us so that is very important. That's one thing that is very important to just present. I'd like to call Dr. Benton to give us his citation before he tells us the last word.
A very quick citation of Professor Chidebe Ugwu. He's a professor of computer science in the Department of Computer Science of the University of Port Harcourt. He specializes in artificial intelligence, machine learning, alert and smart system with research interests centered on artificial intelligence, alert and intelligence system. His current research includes projects on language models, language translation, and voice manipulation models. With over 70 scholarly publications in esteemed global and international and peer-reviewed journals, Professor Ugwu's work contributes extensively to artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, generative and procedural network, and intelligence systems. He serves as a reviewer and an editor for numerous journals, including Springer, Scientia Africana, the International Journal of Physical and Applied Sciences, and the Journal of Computer and its Applications. He is a certified artificial intelligence instructor, a former head of the Department of Computer Science, and the former director of the Information and Communication Technology Center at the University of Port Harcourt. Professor Ugwu is a fellow of the Nigerian Computer Society, a member of the Computer Professional Registration Council of Nigeria, a member of the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, and a member of the Artificial Intelligence Development Foundations of Nigeria. I present to you Professor Ugwu.
Thank you, Professor. Good afternoon, everybody. Please permit me to stand on existing protocols. I know a lot of protocols have been said here today, so I only want to waste our time going through the protocols. I'll go through them in my presentation. Thank you. Does it work?
So you got
Hmm? Is it battery?
You see it activating the battery by tapping it.
So I want to say that my own presentation will take a different trajectory. Having listened to the keynote speaker, if you look at AI is actually interwoven. If you call 10 persons to come and talk on AI here, you discover that there are areas almost 10 of them will cover. So it's actually interwoven. But I will know how to address when I get to those areas. So I'm here to look at AI applications in cutting-edge research across applied sciences. In the annual conference of Faculty of Natural and Applied Science, and global scientific and technological innovation. Are they control you from there? The media, can it be controlled from there, making the presentations too dull? Is it working? So I will start this presentation by looking at these key questions. The first question there is, how can AI accelerate global and scientific technological innovation? What role does it play in this process? What are the ethical issues associated with the integration of AI? And how can these be mitigated? How can humanity adapt from the benefit of the technology? Are they controlling? Now, if you look at what we have on the slide, we are looking at technological evolution. Now, if you look at our phones, from the section of phones, you discover that a lot of things have changed in the way our phones look like. A lot of things have changed in the functionality of our phones. A lot of things have changed with the way the things we can do with our phones. Now, if you look at our train system, you can see the locomotive engine and you can see a smart train there. You discover that the way our trains were in those days, that is not the type of train we are seeing these days. So what we have today is a smart train. In those days, you could see the locomotive trains we have in those days. What is telling us that technology is actually advancing. It is because of the advancement of the technology that we are seeing all these changes. Now, if you look at a hospital setting where you have somebody is on oxygen, and you look at what is obtained now, you also believe with me that technology is actually changing. Now, if you look at the agri equipment we use in those days and what we are using now, you also agree with me that technology is advancing. So I want to ask a very big question. Has technology evolved? Has it evolved? Now, in the last 20 years, you discover that the computing power of our system has improved. The way our systems process things these days are faster the way they were processing data before. The data storage has also improved. In those days, you will find it difficult to store some certain data in whatever system you are using. But today, there's no data that cannot be stored. So it means that the storage capacity has actually improved. Now, access to information through the internet. You remember when our phones came out new, we cannot access any information with the phones from the internet. But today, we can access any information using our phones from the internet. Now, glowing global connectivity. All of us are connected globally here. Once you have a smartphone, once you have any device, you are connected globally. These things were not there before. So this is the reason why we have. So all these things are driven by development in telecommunication technology. Because without telecommunication, there will be no connectivity. You know, we have the metaverse. The keynote speaker has talked about that. We have a big data analytical, that is big data analysis. We have cloud computing. We have mobile devices. We have quantum computing. We have online platforms. We have nanotechnology. And we have IoT, Internet of Things. Then we now have AI. Now, when you hear about AI driving the society, the AI is not the only component doing that. There are other components. All of them collectively are called cutting-edge technology. But what drives the brain of whatever device, whatever application you are using that drives the society is the AI. But outside AI, there are other things that drive those devices. If I want to produce a device that checks somebody's temperature, for example, I can't do it alone as a computer person. I will need somebody in electronics engineering. I will need somebody in mechanical engineering. I will need somebody in the health sector to be able to be part of that design. So what am I trying to say at the end of the day? That AI is not the only component. There are other components that guides that. Now, humans have adopted technology evolution. And if you look at the way humans have lived over time, you will see that the living of human beings have been improved as a result of this technological advancement. So we have the hunting society, the stage where human beings coexisted with animals. Now, as the technology improves, the society also improves. We went to the next society until we go to the last society, which is a super smart society. Now, this is the technologies adopted in the societies. Now, in the hunting society, you have the technologies they use over that time. They were using stones, they were using stone tools, the knives, and all the rest of them. During that period, they were using wooden stakes for hunting. There were early shelters made from wood and all the rest of them. This is how the technology, as the technology advances, the way they live also improves. Now, this is the second society where in agriculture they use irrigation, mud bricks, and all the rest of them. The implication is that technology is advancing, and the way people have adopted the technology has made their life better. Now, this is the third society. Also, you could see the technology is also improving, and the way people live are also improving. Now, this is where we are. This is where most of the countries are today. In information society, where we have this what we call cutting-edge technologies. Here we have 5G, Wi-Fi, cloud computing. We have augmented reality. We have virtual reality. We have internet. All these things put together play a role in the advancement of this technology we are talking about. Now, this is the fifth society. This is where we expect to be. This is where we expect to be as the technology advances. We expect to be at this level. Now, you can see that our interest is on AI. That is why I had to, color AI red. Now, why the change? Why the change? The change is because there are cutting-edge research across applied sciences. So when there are researches across applied sciences, it translates to technology. But whatever result we produce from science research actually translate to technology. So these are the reasons why we have massive investment in technological development. Yes, there has been massive investment to see how technology can improve. Now, we have issue of problem solving. There are a lot of problems that are prevailing in humanity. How do we solve this problem? As we try to solve this problem, technology also advances. Now we have interdisciplinary collaboration. A lot of disciplines are coming together to solve a problem. people from engineering come together with people from computer science, people from humanities come together. As they come together, they try to solve a problem, and as they solve a problem, technology advances. Now we have environmental and sustainability consideration and others. Now, has cutting-edge research across applied sciences played a role in this change? Has it played a role? Has it played a role? Now, what is cutting-edge research? What is cutting-edge research? Because we are looking at how we can apply AI in cutting-edge research. So, we should be able to know what is a cutting-edge research. It's a most advanced, innovative, and often experimental studies that push the boundaries of knowledge and technology. It involves exploring new ideas, new areas, discovering unknown facts, or developing new theories, technologies, or applications. Cutting-edge research is at the forefront of scientific and technological innovations. Now, what are the characteristics? We are talking about the interdisciplinary collaboration, innovation, risk-taking, and all the rest of them. Now, interdisciplinary collaboration means that different disciplines come together, to find solutions to problems. That is interdisciplinary. Innovation is creating new ideas, going beyond boundaries that we know before. There's no research that does not involve risk-taking. So, cutting-edge research also involves risk-taking. There are a lot of uncertainties involved when you are doing the cutting-edge research. Now, what are applied sciences? The use of scientific knowledge, principles, and methods to solve real-world problems and create practical solutions. Unlike basic science, which focuses on understanding of fundamental concepts and theories. Applied sciences take those insights and apply them to areas like engineering, technology, medicine, and engineering. Now, these are some of the applied sciences. Now, AI application in cutting-edge research. What is AI? Now, a lot of speakers have, defined AI. I don't want to go back bugging us in that definition again. But if you summarize all the definition, AI is intelligent system built by us to be used by us. That is why I've defined artificial intelligence. They are intelligent system built by human to be used by human. Now, I don't want to bug us in those areas by definitions again. Next slide. Now, I want to waste a little time in this slide. These are the major research areas in AI. Now, if you are hearing AI is making sound these days, it's because of research areas in AI. If you look at the diagram on the slide there, AI is an umbrella that covers machine learning, that covers deep learning, and covers generative AI. So, it means that machine learning is a subfield of AI. And deep learning is a subfield of machine learning. And generative AI is a subfield of deep learning. Machine learning was the first area of research in this area. And what it does is that, yes, I have some machine learning algorithms. I will feed in whatever data I have, and the system learns the pattern that exists within that data, and use what it has learned to approach a new scenario in that environment. If I want to train a machine, if I want to train my computer to know what is called a dog, what I need to do is to get the features of a dog and present to my system using an algorithm. The system will learn the features of a dog. So the implication is that if I bring a dog to that machine tomorrow, the machine will look at those features I presented and say, yes, I've learned that whenever I see these features, that these features belong to a dog. And the machine is able to say that this is a dog. That is what machine learning does. That is what machine learning does. Now, we now move to deep learning. Now, when they started using machine learning, they saw that the processing capacity of machine learning is not able to match the what gave rise to that. If you go to hospital and you have cataract, for example, and they want to check if you have cataract, what is behind that machine they are putting in your eyes is deep learning. That is what is behind that. So they have collected images of people who have that cataract and use it to build that system over time. And what if you come around and place your eye on that system, the system tries to look at your own pattern of eyes and compare it to the pattern it has learned from the data it has collected. So if the pattern matches, the system will say you have a cataract. If it doesn't match, the system will say it does not have a catchword. So most of our systems we are talking about these days, application areas of AI, is built with deep learning. Now from deep learning, we now go to what we call generative AI. All the open source AI that we have in our platforms, call it ChatGPT, call it Copilot, call it whatever you want to call it. They were developed from generative AI. From generative AI, we have what we call large language models. So these models, there are so many large models that were brought together to solve the problem. So, and this is the area that is actually causing trouble that everybody is talking about, responsible use of AI. If I want to use AI for my research work, I'm using generative AI. I have a chat box in my phone. That my chat box was made from generative AI. Because a lot of people are misusing these AI tools. And that is where the advocacy is. When they were using machine learning, the advocacy for misuse of AI was not there, like what we have today. The advocacy started when we told generative AI. And that is what we have today. The keynote speaker talked about that. It is any software platform or technology that can be used. So I look at AI as a toolbox. You can see the toolbox there. AI is a toolbox that contains so many tools. It has so many tools. So if I have a problem, I'll go pick a particular tool that matches that problem and solve that problem. If I'm doing a research work and I'm in biology department, I'll just go into that toolbox and pick the one that matches me in biology and do the work. If I'm doing any work in physics, I'll go to the toolbox, pick the one that matches physics and do that my work in physics. So if I'm in computer science, it applies the same way. So AI is a toolbox that contains so many tools that can be used to solve a problem. So at a particular time, I will go in and pick the one I will use to solve the problem. Now we look at areas where these tools have been applied, as regards to applied sciences. Now we look at computer science. We look at the TensorFlow. TensorFlow in computer science is a platform where all these AI applications are developed. So I may not go too deep into that because it is only people in computer science that may understand what I'm really talking about. So if I want to develop any application in AI, I will go to this platform, and this platform will enable me to develop that application. So people in computer science can use this thing for their research, for their cutting-edge research. So these are the use cases. We have also PyTorch. It's also a platform that can be used for that. Now we have a Google Cloud. Google Cloud is that yes, I don't have money to buy my resources. I can go to the cloud and subscribe. So that there's an already made automated platform where I can stay and build whatever application I want to build. This is basically for, yes. Now this is for the health. Some of them have been discussed. This is for the health. They have been discussed. Some of them have been discussed. For mathematics, so these are some of the tools you can use in mathematics to improve your research. Now this is for statistics. Now this is for biology. So each discipline has its tool. So in the toolbox there, you can find your own tool that you can use to do your cutting. Now these are areas that AI has actually played a role in scientific and technological innovations. Now, in the health sector, we can use the AI for medical diagnosis. If you look at the image, the first image up there, you discover that there's an image that contains somebody's eyes. So what that image is showing that system is used to perform diagnosis of eye defect. So somebody put his eye there, and the system is able to say, yes, you have an eye defect. Just as I explained before, the system has been built in a way that you can understand what an eye defect is. Why are you moving the slide? I don't. Who's controlling it? Eh? Who's controlling it now? That's not me. Yes. I was explaining something. I was explaining something. I've not even made hand for the thing to move. Is it working? Where do you? You can't even. Go back. You have to go up now for me to show you what I want. Back or front? Front. I was in the head side. And so, just as I said, the AI can be used in the medical diagnosis. We can use it in agriculture, for precision agriculture. We can use it for harvesting. We can use it for smart irrigation in agriculture. In building, we can use them for building designs. You know, we can use them for drawings in the buildings. I think, thank you for listening. This is here. It's not working like that. Well done, man. I didn't finish my this thing. This thing is not working well.
I'd like to invite the Associate Dean, Dr. Lebari, to coordinate that.
We want to thank you for your presence. And in the Faculty of Natural and Applied Sciences, we work as a team. The Dean has decided to appreciate the HODs and few others who worked with her as a team. And we have their words available. So I want to call on the HODs to come out in no specific order so that they can receive their word from our Dean. The HOD Computer Science, Dr. Constance Amana, please, can you come up? The HOD Department of Biology, Dr. Austin A. Ekwele. The HOD Department of Science and Safety Education, Dr. Comfort Elechi, please, can you just come out, please? To hear your name, come out, please, help us to stand before the crowd. The HOD Physics, Dr. Dagogo Ibin. The HOD Department of Chemistry, Professor Friday Ban. The HOD Department of Integrated Science, Dr. Wisdom Owo. Are they available? Please, can you just come out? Can you just come out, please? Where are the other HODs? The HOD biology, HOD chemistry is here, human kinetics is here, HOD physics. We let the dean Dr. Nduka, please, can you come up? Dr. Nduka. So that you hand over to Dean and Dean will give it to them. Later we'll call your own. Just open it. There might be. I will call. We also want to call on the former HOD, Department of Biology, Professor O.A.W. Wokoma. Please, can you come out and join them? We'll work with the Dean. Is he available? All right. Can you open it? Can you open and give it? Look at the specific. I want to call on them, open all of them, and give them specifically. These HODs that are available. Mass.
HOD mathematics, Dr. Uchele.
Oh, you know that we.
Please, can you climb up?
Come, we miss that one. Oh. We miss that HOD man, so we don't do. Yes, I will still come up anyway.
Okay. Professor Ngokoma is coming. Clap for him. I, Professor Zema Adonwekpete, the Dean of the Faculty of Natural and Applied Sciences, want to give them these awards, for they have worked very hard as a team to move this faculty forward the past 4 years. So this award is presented to them for their contribution to the success of this faculty. This faculty today has experienced global visitation because of their effort. If they didn't mobilize these students, they will not be here. They put their hands together and gave us very good mobilization. So as a faculty, we want to say thank you to each one of you for these contributions you have made. The first person here is Dr. Comfort Elechi. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Hold it well, hold it, let it comfort. Where is our photographer now? Where did he go to? Photographer! Come here! Thank you.
For the couples.
Huh?
Let the photo for the couples.
Photographer, you have not finished your work here. So the next person is Dr. Constance Samana.
Dr. Wisdom Owo. Clap for him, even though you are not from his department.
Thank you, my king.
Professor Friday Clare. Professor O.A.F. Mokoma.
This is don't look at it, call her name, this woman's name.
Why is that not
There's a
here?
mistake. There's a mistake. Call her.
If there is a mistake.
You do it somehow.
What is that your first mistake? I said, what is that your first name again?
Tell him Rosemary.
There's no problem. Dr. Chile Rosemary. Thank you.
Later I will return it.
Yes, I will give you your own, yes. I will call it. Also to be giving this award is Dr. Ondoka Bono. Please clap for him. He is the chairman of this occasion and also our editor in our FNAS journals. He has worked so hard for this faculty to place us on the pedestal we find ourselves today. So on behalf of the faculty, I want to say a very big thank you to Dr. Ondoka Wonu.
Thank you.
The next person for this award is Dr. Lebari Barine Bwele. The Associate Dean. Thank you very much. We worked as a team and we're happy. And I'm happy with you. And I know that the faculty is happy with you. Thank you.
Let me start with my name.
Of the one for that student. That student is here.
Yeah, he's around. So you will make it for this one.
An award to Dr. Felix Wizua. Can he come forward? Dr. Felix Wizua. Clap for him. He's one of our former PhD students. Please clap for him. So, Award of Excellence presented to Dr. Felix Wizua in recognition and appreciation of your outstanding contribution to the growth of the Faculty of Natural and Applied Sciences. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Let me have the microphone.
Okay.
Thank you. Sit down.
We sit. That's why I present here. No, they can go with their bags. It doesn't matter.